Today, we are going to learn about using an outline or a graphic organizer to help you plan for an essay. After you have completed the pre-writing, conducted some preliminary research, and written an effective thesis statement, it is time to organize your information. One of the best ways to organize all your writing and ideas is by creating a formal outline. An outline provides general descriptions of what will appear in your paper. Through logical organization, an outline provides a visual picture of the structure of your paper and helps show relationships between and among ideas. To create an outline, gather your pre-writing and all the information you want to include in the paper. Begin to write down the information in the order you think makes the paper most logical. Normally, you outline only the body paragraphs for your essay. Include your thesis statement at the top to ensure you include only the support that defends or proves your thesis. It is important to keep the following in mind when creating an outline. One point can never stand alone. If you have an A, you must have a B. If you have a 1, you must have a 2, and so forth. Your outline should be complete and detailed. Try not to list just a simple word because you may not know what you are referencing. Instead, be very detailed and use complete phrases. A topic outline is one that uses phrases, not sentences, to describe headings and subheadings. After you have drafted an outline, play with it a little by rearranging the order of topics and subtopics. Place them in the best order, so items make sense, and transitions are easy to add. Your outline is a visual representation of the order of ideas in your paper. Because the ideas can be presented in a number of different ways, it is a good idea to explore different organizational arrangements. The following are the more common ways to organize ideas. 1. Least important to most important. You can begin with the least important reason or fact and end with the most important. Many persuasive essays are organized in this way to build the momentum of an argument. The reader then walks away from the paper thinking about the strongest reasons to agree with the writer. 2. Most important to least important. You can begin with the most important information for the reader, your strongest point, with the next most important information following. Continue until you end with the least important information for readers. Executive summaries and news articles are usually written this way because readers may not have time to read to the end of the story or article. 3. Chronologically. You can order a sequence of events chronologically, in other words, in the exact time order the events occurred. If you tell a story or describe a process, for example, downloading a song from the internet or changing an automobile tire, the order of events or steps in the process is important. 4. Logically. You can organize your outline logically so the information makes the most sense, such as from a problem to a solution. If you were writing about drug addiction, you might start with a definition of addiction, followed by an explanation of different kinds of addiction and ways people become addicted to substances or behaviors, and then end with methods for overcoming addictions. An outline allows you to see the overall picture of your final paper. As you complete additional research, your outline may change. However, as long as you have a detailed outline before you start the drafting step, your paper will be much better organized. So maybe an outline is not for you and you want something more visual. You have another choice. A graphic organizer. It is a fun alternative to an outline. You can use a graphic organizer to structure your writing projects, to help in problem solving, decision making, studying, planning, researching, and brainstorming. Let's take a look at why we use graphic organizers. First, these organizers are a way to encourage students to think about information in new ways. With writing, it's easy for students to copy from one place to another. With graphic organizers, you remove the words and focus on the connections. Second, they are a great tool for activities that ask students to review concepts and demonstrate their understanding. They can easily make changes and take different perspectives. In other words, it helps students clarify their thinking. Third, a huge amount of information can be shared on a single picture to provide the big view of a topic. Fourth, it's easy to edit, revise, and quickly add to a visual map. Fifth, graphic organizers can be used as a nice planning tool from information identification to product development. Finally, they are great for visual thinkers or those that need to practice their visual thinking. Whether you choose to use an outline or a graphic organizer, using one of these tools will help you start planning an effective, powerful essay. If you have never used one of these tools or do not like to use any of these tools, I encourage you to give it a try. Now, go to BC Online to find tools to help you compose an outline or graphic organizer.